Çok kötü deprem oluyor. Sakin ol, sakin ol. Bu bina sağlam, sakin ol. Bu bina sağlam, sakin ol. Sakin ol.
Ne? Deprem.
Bina yıkılıyor. Bina yıkılıyor şu anda, yan yatıyor. Çok korkutucu bir şey ya. Allah'ım, bina yıkılıyor.
On April 23, 2025, at precisely 12:49 p.m. local time, a powerful earthquake with a magnitude of 6.2 struck Turkey.
Deprem oluyor, deprem. Deprem oluyor beyler, bayanlar.
The epicenter was located in the Sea of Marmara, approximately 40 kilometers southwest of Istanbul, near the Silivri district. Occurring at a shallow depth of just 10 kilometers, the quake sent strong tremors across the region, significantly amplifying its impact. The seismic event was widely felt in Istanbul and surrounding areas, raising concerns about potential aftershocks and structural damage. Authorities have initiated assessments and emergency response measures. Widespread panic and immediate consequences. The quake, which lasted for 13 seconds, was strongly felt throughout Istanbul and surrounding provinces including Tekirdağ, Kocaeli, Bursa, Sakarya, and as far as Izmir.
Çarşamba günü saat 1'e 10 var.
Residents poured into the streets in panic. Schools were quickly evacuated, and celebrations for national sovereignty and Children's Day were suspended. In total, at least 359 people were injured, many while trying to escape buildings in fear. Fortunately, no fatalities have been reported so far.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अल्लाहु अकबर। तुर्की में इतना सख्त ज़लज़ला अभी बिल्कुल अभी इतना कोई सख्त ज़लज़ला है पूरी दुनिया।
One abandoned building collapsed in Istanbul's historic Fatih district, and over 370 cases of structural damage were recorded. 12 buildings were evacuated as a safety precaution. Aftershocks, an ongoing threat. More than 100 aftershocks were registered in the hours following the main event, the strongest of which measured 5.9 on the Richter scale. Authorities urged citizens to avoid compromised buildings and prepare for the possibility of further seismic activity. Emergency and government response. Turkey's emergency services acted quickly, deploying more than 3,500 personnel, 1,443 in Istanbul alone, along with 250 vehicles and 18 rescue dogs. Mosques and sports halls were open to shelter displaced residents. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan assured the public that response teams were fully mobilized and emphasized that the scale of destruction was limited given the magnitude.
Everybody knock outside.
However, the crisis exposed weaknesses in coordination, particularly at the national level. The recent arrest of Istanbul's mayor, Ekrem İmamoğlu, sparked concerns about the city's leadership during the disaster. Many citizens turned to local NGOs and neighborhood groups, which played a key role in rescue operations and the distribution of aid.
See how they run for earthquake for Istanbul.
Community heroes and public frustration. While some national institutions were criticized for a sluggish response, especially in more remote areas, local residents stepped up. Ad hoc community teams helped rescue those trapped under rubble,
Sakin
offered
ol, bu bina
medical
sağlam.
aid, and distributed supplies before official assistance arrived.
Sakin ol anne.
Their swift action earned widespread praise. On social media, frustration grew as citizens highlighted a disconnect between the government's public statements and the reality on the ground. Many called for more transparency and faster deployment of national resources in the critical early hours of such disasters. International support and travel safety, organizations such as the Red Cross and UN Disaster Relief responded rapidly, offering logistical support and personnel. Despite the situation, no travel bans have been enforced. Tourists are advised to remain cautious, avoid unstable structures, and stay updated through official sources. A structural warning and future risk. Seismologists warn that this earthquake could have increased pressure along the North Anatolian Fault, one of the most dangerous seismic zones in the world. Experts stress the urgency of investing in earthquake-resilient infrastructure, enforcing stricter building codes, and conducting regular emergency drills. Conclusion: a test of resilience. The relatively low death toll is a relief, but the quake laid bare the vulnerabilities of Istanbul's aging infrastructure and the country's uneven disaster preparedness. Although reconstruction efforts are now underway, many argue the response was reactive rather than proactive. This earthquake is a stark reminder that in a seismically active country like Turkey, preparedness isn't optional, it's essential. A resilient future depends not only on engineering but on coordination, community readiness, and political will.